The injection of race immediately silences all constructive criticism. Hi, my name is Ali Shuaga, and this is 10 Points to Ponder, where we like to talk about all the things that get you canceled: race, politics, Jesus, and manhood. Today, I want to talk about the topic of presumption, of playing the race card. Why do I want to talk about it? Because I just saw an article in which former Dolphins coach Brian Flores is suing the NFL because he was fired from his job and received a few interviews but did not get a head coaching job. And what's troubling about this is that Brian Flores is alleging that the only reason that he didn't get a head coaching job is because he's black, and it's a system of systemic racism that's against him getting a head coaching job in this league, which a head coaching job, just to put in perspective, is like a 1 in a million shot. There are coaches at all levels coaching all sorts of sports. A smaller number coach football, and a smaller number coach football at any sort of high level. He is someone who, because of his pedigree, right, because of his playing career, he got the opportunity to become a head football coach and took advantage of the opportunity, but didn't take well enough advantage of the opportunity because he had some run-ins with the GM and disliked the quarterback that was given to him. And so after a while of contention and difficulty within the office space, he ends up getting fired. In this lawsuit, he alleges that he was only given opportunities to go to interview for a coaching job because of what's called the Rooney Rule. So basically, the Rooney Rule says that anytime that you are going to hire a head coach in the NFL, you're required to interview at least one black person. The problem with the Rooney Rule is that it's, again, a racially based quota. Anytime that we inject race, anytime that we inject anything that's tribal in nature, basically separating people based on outward appearance, then what do we lose? We lose the meritocracy that has made America strong. You just say, I want to hire the best person. You don't, like Joe Biden, say, I'm going to hire a black woman. When blacks are only 13% of the population, half of that being women, 6% of the population. So Joe Biden is discounting 94% of the American population. They cannot be Supreme Court justices because of their race and gender. But the person that he picks gets to be one because of their race and gender. And so that's the problem with Brian Flores and his lawsuit right now, is that when you hire a football coach, the first thing that you're looking for is someone who's going to be a leader of men. How is he leading men and at the same time teaching them that anytime something goes wrong, anytime that things don't go their way, that it's clearly has to be because of their race? It can't be anything else. And that's what I hate the most about playing the race card so often. That's actually something that I was talking to my son about, because as a joke with some of his friends, he was overheard at school saying, is it because I'm black? And the problem with when you inject race or say that the reason that something happened to you is because of race only is that it robs you of the gift of introspection. Let me say that again. Injecting race robs the person that is using and playing the race card of the gift of introspection. Now, if I'm black, you can't dislike me because I'm a jerk. You can't dislike me because I don't have the requisite amount of knowledge necessary to perform. You can't dislike me because, frankly, I'm a dud and don't have the right personality to fit the job that you're trying to place someone in. The only reason, right, that I fail if I'm black is because I'm black. That's what society and culture wants people to believe. And that's why I find it so disgusting that now we've got a guy who's supposed to be, again, a leader of men going around in a very unmasculine way, blaming other people and blaming his skin color for the reason that he hasn't gotten a job. When the reality is, he needs to look within himself. I faced the exact same thing at when I used to work for the state. I remember one time going for an interview and I really wanted the job, and I interviewed against all these people, and I thought that I was the best candidate for it, but I didn't get it. And do you know what I did? I didn't go around saying, oh, well, I didn't get it because I'm black. I went and signed up for every single training that I could get into. I went and made sure that I was participating in an integral part of different projects that we were doing in the work site so that I would be prepared and have a full knowledge next time I interviewed of what was going on with the entire department and what direction the department was going in, and then also could express how I, as a supervisor, would be able to manage and steer the organization towards the success that they wanted in their strategic plan. That's what you do when you fail. You look within. You start studying, you start learning, you start growing. You don't sit back and say, oh, it's only because I'm black. The only thing about you that you can't change is what you want to use and is an excuse why you can't be successful. Shame on him. Shame on people for using that, for diminishing when there are actual legitimate claims. When there's actual racism, no one's going to listen because you frivolously throw it out for the fact that you didn't get a 1 in a million job that everybody and their mother, girls included, want to have as football coaches in the National Football League. Out of 330 million people, you want to be one of 32, and because you're not one of 32 people in the entire nation that is blessed to do this job, now it's because of my race? Shame on you, Brian Flores. You set us all back. And now let's wait for the fallout. We're going to see the media all circle the wagons. We're going to see Stephen A. Smith, and we're going to see, Shannon Sharp, and we're going to see all these people just join in with this foolishness, and they get on TV, and all they're saying to black boys and girls is that the reason that you didn't get something, the reason that you're not successful, if you ever face failure in your life, it's because of your race. That there's nothing you need to do. You don't need to get better. You don't need to work harder. You don't need to improve. You don't need to read anything. You don't need to do a darn thing. You just need to sit back and expect life to give you everything that you've ever wanted because you're black. And if it doesn't, they're racist, right? life is racist. This is a shame. And, I try not to rant so much on these videos, but my goodness, when I see things like this, especially in society, I just think that how evil, how demoralizing for a whole generation of people that are watching this person who's supposed to be a leader of men, and this person who's supposed to show them how to handle situations. He's basically taken the playbook off of Colin Kaepernick, but the sad part is Brian Flores was actually a really good coach. They went on a 7-game winning streak, and he won with Tua, which is a miracle in itself. So, those are my thoughts. What do you think about this? Please like, comment, subscribe, share this video. My name's Ali Schwaga, and this has been 10 Points to Ponder.